I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I don't really believe in coincidences when we are dealing with money and big money like in Bitcoin. So today I would like to show you some interesting coincidences which I found recently on the chart of Bitcoin. But before that, just a couple words about the current situation. The chart looks really bullish to me. I mean, more and more bullish than before. Despite I was expecting that we need a correction from this level, despite all the indicators are showing that we must go lower, we still are going higher. See? If you look at the evolution of the price from the beginning, from this point, so what we had, we hit this area $5,000 like $100 and then we corrected. Okay, we started to make a channel like that. So people who are seeing this move, they're expecting that, okay, we may see the increase in the price. So they're saying maybe this is the level somewhere around here to buy if the price will correct to this level. So we'll buy in and then make a like tight stop, but the take profit will be much higher. Okay, very good. So they put their entry for the long somewhere now around this area, so like 4,660 or something. So the price almost didn't touch it. It sort of promised that it will, but it didn't. 1, 2 times, and then new rise, you see, like that. So okay, people thought probably this level then is a nice entry to have a long position because okay, this was the high here, so probably we'll return to that, and indeed eventually see 1, 2 times. However, before that there was a quite impressive rise to 5,300, and after that, despite the price indeed touched this level, it was immediately bought back to the channel around here. Once again, immediately returned. So people who were trying to buy this level, they were not be able to do that. And moreover, eventually price started to have a consolidation in this area, and then people start to think, okay, maybe we will not be able to buy here, maybe we'll be able to buy at this level. And the same happened. The price just touched this level after it actually went higher and collected all the stop orders of the people who went short at this area, and then as soon as more people went long in this area, it went down and killed all the stop orders of those people who went long in this place. And again, at this level, people couldn't buy because it was immediately returned back. So now we are forming one more level here, and I wouldn't be surprised that the price will not be able to return to this sub $5,000 level anymore, but will make something similar once again. And although, again, technically, everything says that we need a correction, we shall go lower. However, higher lows, I wouldn't really consider this as the high, like which we need to look as the highest high, because it's apparently was on the FOMOing and also just the manipulative move to liquidate some short orders and so on. So, but again, at this area, at 4,000 like $100 something, also the situation was seemingly very bearish, like we needed to go lower. All the indicators, all the parameters were saying that, guys, we need to have a correction. We need to go at least a couple $100 lower to make the indicators cool down and everything, and then eventually we can go up. But instead of that, we had a massive rise, and a lot of short orders were liquidated on BitMEX and other platforms too. So here, I wouldn't be really surprised now, guys, that this is, well, it could be a bull trap, of course, very elegant. However, again, I wouldn't be surprised that this would be a preparation for the new rise, maybe even stronger than this one, when more and more people would see this setup and expecting that, okay, we grew too much, we need to go lower, but this is actually could happen like in the opposite way. Like the more people are expecting to go low, the more likely the price will go up, right? Market always goes against the crowd. So, and although, again, technically, I would expect a correction, but from the psychological and manipulative point of view, I tend to think that we may have a very nice chance to go even higher from here, guys. Of course, not a financial advice, don't go long, but I see what I see. And now I would like to share with you those coincidences which I found. So first of all, if you have a Fibonacci retracement levels drawn from the previous low all the way down in 2015 to the top in December 2017, you would see that the 78.6% retracement level was somewhere around $4,400, and this level, well, it is BLX, it's a Brave New Coin Index, so of course it's different from the Coinbase charts which you usually looked at, but you can see the structure of the chart. So again, this level is very close to the level from which the price pulled back several times. So we tried to go above it, but it didn't. Basically, it's the top part of that ascending triangle which we looked at many times before. And as soon as we broke this triangle, we broke this level again, and we are holding above this level. So the next Fibonacci retracement level of 61.8% would be somewhere at $7,700. It would be well above the level which we are talking about, like $5,800 or $6,000, those levels which we expect to be strong levels, and the price should have a pullback from those levels. But instead of that, instead of having a stop there, as many people expect, the price may go much lower, and whales may collect a lot of the volume on this rise, and then eventually we may stop somewhere around this next Fibonacci retracement level. Now, if you will look at the previous bear market in 2015, and we'll draw the same Fibonacci retracement starting from the previous low in 2013 July and ending at the top of like $1,200 in December 2013, then you would see that 78.6% Fibonacci retracement was at the level which price tried to push several times, and it tried to break through it, but it didn't. Eventually, we had a breakout, and after this breakout, the price had a surge up to the next level, 61.8% Fibonacci, and then a pullback down to previous Fibonacci retracement. So basically, if you'll make this analogy to 2019, then now we're somewhere around here, and maybe within the next week or something like that. Of course, it's not necessarily the repetition of the whole story here, but potentially we may have one more week with a strong rally upwards to the level of like this 7,800 or something, and then correction back to the previous Fibonacci retracement. So this is amazing coincidence in my opinion. Well, by the way, I must say that you may technically return to this low and draw Fibonacci from here, or even like lower, but probably this is more reasonable one. But since those numbers are appearing to be as a percentage of this rise, you may do this, and actually you will see that although this line is a bit off, but it's still very, very close. So I don't know, guys. It could be such an elegant move for the price that I don't know. It's very hard to believe, but it's really, really beautiful in my opinion. However, I must say that if we will not see this rise, then based upon the same analogies of those Fibonacci retracement levels, I would say that again this $4,400 or something like this, at least the previous resistance line, will be the support to which we may go on the way down, and then it will be our support, and then after that we may return to the bullish territory. And concluding all that, I would like to show you an update of this plot. So if you remember, I was replying to the tweet of Murat Mahmudov when he was showing this analogy between 2014 and 19, when he was saying that okay, we'll probably have a new low, and I drew something like this in 2015 and 19, very, very similar behavior, and it was pretty much in the end of February. So Sir Armin van Bitcoin wrote no update on this, so I made an update, guys. Here is my update. Basically, if you will make this pattern continuing, and actually this one is the same as this one, so those arrows I just copied and pasted. So at this point we had a drop in 2015. Here we didn't have a drop, and this drop was very expected. Right now, again, we were talking about it. We need to have a correction downwards, but we didn't have it. Instead of that, a manipulative move, hello from Wales, we're just continuing to go up like this. Very similar what we have in 2015 if you'll just translate this part a little bit higher. And then after that we had a little bit of correction, and actually we may have similar behavior right now, but saying that, again, we may not have those expected, quote-unquote expected moves which we had, like for example here, and then it would be again more of the rise instead of the drop. And if you look at the volume profile, also quite similar structure. I mean, not the peak itself, peak is probably obvious, but just like decline of this profile over time, so pretty much similar. Okay, guys, again, I don't know whether you believe in those coincidences or not, but at least I think it's really interesting to observe such cycles. And also this would give us like a hope that if we will go even higher, if we'll see this like $8,000 very soon, then in fact again we expect that the price will go with this regression curve on the logarithmic chart. Then we have like 4-5 years of the cycle, and next like 3-4 years will be our bullish market. But you see, everyone on Twitter see this. Everybody know about this behavior. Everybody expect that, okay, if we will go a little bit higher, if there will not be any new bottom like $1,000 or whatever, and we'll see this continuation of this trend, then we would expect that we will have like within 3-4 years, we will have the new top and will be new all-time high, absolutely amazing and much higher than 2017. So everyone and their grandma will buy Bitcoin at this area, at those prices. Of course, it will lead to the rise of the price, and new people will come, and more people will come. It will be avalanche effect, and actually whales may not be able to stop it by shorting it, by trying to suppress this move, by collecting profits on the way up. And indeed, the price may have this surge upwards with like this, again, 1000% or whatever it was here, and then we will see a new all-time high even within 2019 or the beginning of 2020. Of course, again, it's unlikely scenario. It's sort of a, well, I wouldn't say crazy, but it's just very unlikely. However, the same as with the new move to the new Fibonacci retracement at 61.8%, it would be really elegant, like going against the crowd and build something that nobody expect to happen. This is how the market basically operates in general. So that is it for today, guys. I hope that it was useful. Thank you for watching.